Hi guys, and welcome back to World of Tanks. Today we are on Pacific Island in an encounter battle. It's a standard Pacific Island, not the war one, and it's tier 8 matchup, and I'm in my LTTB light tank tier 7. And I do like this tank. I progressed from it from the MT25 obviously, and it kind of plays different from the NT25, but I really do like it. I've got it fully upgraded at the minute with the top gun, 170 pen, 180 damage. About 11 rounds a minute I think it is, and I think it's really capable. It's a really well armoured tank as well. 68 kilometers an hour, 700 horsepower engine, traverse both turret and hull at 48 degrees a second, and its armour is brilliant. 90mm on the front, 45 on the side, 40 on the rear, and the turret is 90 on the front, 75 on the sides, and 52 on the rear, and I do bounce quite a few shots in it. But yeah, I really like this this light tank, and you can play it like a sort of fast medium almost. You can, angled properly, you can bounce a few shots if you in a tier 7, which you don't really get into very often, or even a tier 8 match, some of them you can bounce a few shots on the front. Now I don't know about anybody else, but I find that on Pacific Island passive scouting is pretty much impossible if you start in the south, so I'm doing a little bit of active. So I've come up to this bit in the middle, go up high enough just to poke my turret over the top and spot those enemies. Light them up for the guys behind me, and they obligingly start to put in shots into them. So I've spotted 5 enemies, got a little bit of spotting damage but not too bad. But there was an A44 up there that was just the other side of the ridge, threatening me a little, so I decided to back away and see what I can do from a distance. I do have this set up for passive scouting. I don't mind it, I do have the patience for it. Oh, and sorry, I almost forgot, I want to make a couple of apologies actually. One is that there was no video yesterday. My little boy was poorly, so I was looking after him all day and didn't have chance or time to put up a video. And the other one is for the title of this video. I seem to have had a mental block when I was coming up with the title, and it's the best I could come up with, and I know it's awful. So I do apologise for that. It is a really bad pun, rushing about. Yeah. So anyway, back to the game. Put a couple of shots in on that IS-3. Didn't do anything but knock his tracks off. Tiger took a pot shot at me there. Oh, keep getting spotted. I've got an untrained crew. They've mastered the tank, but I've got no skills trained at the minute. Missed that Tiger. There's an object 416. In fact, that might have been what was worrying me on the ridge, not an A44. That's my mistake. Oh, cheeky little shot at the Tiger there as I went past. I managed to hit him. That's probably annoyed him. So, that looked a bit dangerous up there for me. So let's work my way back round here again. Can I put any more shots on that IS-3? I'm not going to penetrate at this distance. Not a chance. Object 416 has managed to get himself separated, so let's see if we can go and do a bit of damage to him. And get round this way without getting shot at by those guys on the ridge. Oh, missed him because that dimple nearly crashed. He missed me, and somebody finished him off before I could put a shot into him. Oh well, never mind. At least he's dead. That's one less gun on the enemy team. Although, I've not really done a great deal so far. One bit of damage, which was that lucky pot shot on the move of the Tiger. And only 4 lots of spotting damage, so I need to pull my finger out. And there's enough people around there to try and reset the count. There's Tiger here. Let's put some shots into his flank until he turns to look at me, and then I'll back off. Well, that was a nice hit. Although I think somebody else hit him as well, I'm not sure. And there's a motherland there as well. Not many motherlands in this match. Oh, that IS-3's taken revenge and knocked my tracks off. Yeah, use a repair kit, get them back up. I can't afford to sit out in the open like that. Not with an IS-3 looking at me and a motherland. Right. Very low health. Motherland's dropped off my radar, so hopefully I'll have dropped off his. Let's sneak around here where I'm going to be in cover from that IS-3. He's not going to be able to see me, and see if I can put some sneaky shots into the flank of that motherland while those other tanks try and keep him distracted. There it is. It doesn't appear to know that I'm here. God, I wish my sixth sensor was done on this tank. Went into the side of his turret. I'm still figuring out where the ammo racks are on these things. So I instead decide to stop trying to shoot at his engine and set him on fire. And he either doesn't know I'm here, which I find hard to believe, or he thinks he's got bigger things to worry about. But this thing does 180 damage per shot. So it's quite a dangerous little tank. You do not want to ignore LTTBs. Now, I don't know about anybody else, but I got my motherland when they first came out, so that I could, you know, have a look at it, do a few videos of it, and to be honest, I still haven't had a full-on proper look at it yet. Now, since the ARP, the last part of it has come on, I must admit I am getting pretty sick and tired of seeing motherlands. I was in a match the other day. I can't remember what I was in. I can't remember if it was in my IS or possibly my IS2, something like that. And I was in a match, and I kid you not, between the two teams there were 15 motherlands in the match. And again, more often than not, if I get into a tier 8 match, there are at least 6 motherlands in the game. At least. It's normally around 7 to 10 motherlands in the game. So, you know, I love the tank, but I'm getting a little bit fed up of seeing them, because when they work in packs, they're bloody hard. But there you go. Nice little match in the LTTB. Just over 2,000 damage, so I'm happy with that. And came top of the leaderboard, which is always nice. Alright, I've got another one coming up in a minute, and it's possibly one of the better, or one of the best games I never won. And I am sorry for the spoiler, but we'll see that one. And here we are, we're on Cliff in the rain. It's a standard battle, and I'm in my IS, tier 7 Russian Heavy. Now, I you know, I went through the KV-85 before this, and even if I do say so myself, I was quite good in that tank. I got my first mark of excellence on it by the time I unlocked this, but I don't seem to be having the same sort of games in the IS, and I don't know why, I don't know what it is, but I've just not been doing quite as well in it. However, this game, I mean, I am top tier, it's tier 7 match, I'm top of the table. There is a certain expectation of the top tier heavy at the top of the table to do well, both from the team and from yourself when you are the top tier heavy. And sometimes, you know, you have to admit it, sometimes you do choke a little. You know, you think, oh, the pressure's on me, and you know, you just make silly mistakes because you try to do too well and you try too hard, if that makes sense, and you make silly mistakes that you wouldn't normally make, like this, sitting flank onto that target. I mean, I know he's not looking at me, but he could just turn his gun and plant one into my flank. With a lucky shot, he could ammo rack me or set me on fire, and it's a bit of a noob mistake, and I don't know why I did it. It was silly of me, and I realised that I was doing it just then, and I thought, well, I'd best move before I get looked at, you know, and somebody does put one into my side. So I'm going to push around this way. Around the top there, I mean, I was hoping that a few more people would have gone down to that choke point down the sort of 1-2 line. Normally quite a few people do go down there, but just a couple of tank destroyers and a heavy. A couple of heavies, or a heavy went down there, but they're gone. So I've come around this way, run into 2 VK3601Hs, tier 6 German heavies. Quite well armoured from the front, but I've got 175mm of penetration. I am fully upgraded with the IS, 4.88 rounds a minute gun, 175 pen, 390 alpha damage. Nice alpha damage. Planted a couple into that 360 on there, but that one went high and just dinged off his turret. Ooh. Right, finish him off. They've killed one of our guys. And now we've just got this one here. So I can put in his lower glacis, but he angles at the last second and it deflects. Done a couple of bounces myself, and it's just basic angling, which so many people just still don't seem to have grasped. Don't sit face on straight at them. Just a little bit of angling on your tank improves your chances. Plant one straight through his low glacis and damage the engine, and which is the bane of nearly every German tank. That they are front transmission, so you put them through the lower glacis, you can actually set them on fire. And I managed to get a sneaky shot off and finish it off. And that T-150, I think he thought I might have done that on purpose. It seemed as though I was trying to get in his way. I wasn't, so I do apologise to him there. Now, I'm keeping an eye on the map, which is why I've turned round to come back down here. I can see that the tank destroyer, well, one of the tank destroyers that was holding that 1 and 2 line down that western side has gone. There's now one tank destroyer there, and a few moments ago I saw quite a few tanks pushing through there. So I double back on myself to try and back these guys up down here. And there's that long aiming time. And I just can't quite get the shot on the IS in time. It just doesn't aim in time with him being such a distance. I needed to try and make sure I hit him. I can get him here. Where's he gone? Well, he was still there. That was a lucky shot. But it disappeared, so I had to do something. So we've got an SU-100 down here. Right, SU-100's gone. That's good news. Those other guys that carried on pushing around the top seem to be approaching the enemy base now. Hopefully they'll take care of the guys there. Right, we've got T-150 pushing our base, and we've only got a medium defending. Yeah, and he's behind some sort of hard cover, and I can't quite see him. And that medium's taking a hit. I need to get down there and help him out. But I don't know where those other tanks have gone that were coming through there. So I still have to be a little bit wary, although nothing's shown up on radar yet, which means most likely they've possibly doubled back to deal with the threat to their own base. Right, there's that T-150. Let's get him dealt with first, and then let's go and take care of what's left. Scores are even, this could go either way. Although I did give a little bit of a spoiler away at the beginning, so I do apologise. It's taken some of the drama out of it. Alright, let's plant one into the back of him, try and set him on fire. Nope, but I damaged his engine. He's still going for the medium tank, bringing his turret round for me. See if I can plant one in him before he gets his shot on me, and I do. Lovely. Haven't lost a bit of health yet. And then all of a sudden, I realise I'm on my own. There were 5 of us a minute ago. In fact, not even a minute ago. A few seconds ago, there were 5 of us. And now I'm on my own. Against 4 enemy tanks. Now, I've been watching a lot of Mingles with Jingles. And quite often on there, people make the mistake of going after the one tank remaining, one by one. They don't know how much health I've got left. What they should do is come at me all at once. But they don't. Now that T-34-85's got full health, and I really donk that first shot, which could be what cost me. Bounce the second one from him, plant one into him, damage his engine. Now I'm just trying to manoeuvre. I take one in the tracks from the IS, another bounce from something, I don't know if it was T-34-85, finish him off. Right, that IS is down this way. Where's he gone? There he is. That was close. That just whizzed past me, I think. Right. Could have done with doing a bit more damage to him there, but I knocked his tracks off. He uses a repair kit and starts backing up. Now I've got to take this IS down and reduce the number of tanks. Crap. The Hellcat's behind me somewhere. Probably on that high ground. Let's try and get... Right, IS, done. That was a lucky, lucky snapshot. Trying to get round this corner. Oh, crap. Medium tank up on the ridge. Bounce from the T-34-85. Hellcat plants one into me and kills my driver. I put a nice one into the T-34-85 and nearly kill him. That bloody Hellcat, though, is really punishing me, and I don't know where he is. And that was my mistake. I didn't fully aim the shot against the T-34-85, and if I had, I would have got another kill. I still think that Hellcat would have finished me off, though. And I think my mistake was going too far out there. But that Hellcat had managed to get round on the ridge. They are bloody fast, but it was a nice round. I got 25% extra credits for that op. I got high caliber, first class mastery, sniper, nearly 4,000 damage, over 2,500 XP. I am really happy with that result. Even on a loss, I'm really happy with that result. It would have been absolutely beautiful to win it, but there you go. Well, I hope you've enjoyed those as much as I enjoyed doing them. I'm going to try and put up an extra video at the weekend to make up for the one I didn't put up yesterday. And don't forget, if you like what you see, don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care out there, and I shall catch you next time. See you later.